What's up, YouTube? It's Kang Senior reporting from Germany still. How are you people feeling after the Liverpool-Newcastle game yesterday? Because, boy, I am exhausted. Like, emotionally, I'm fucked. Literally, when the third goal went in, my jaw nearly locked up. I think maybe a drop of piss might have come out. I was ready to cry after a game of football. I've never, ever felt like that, ever. I just felt like the game, the way it was going, our backs were against the ropes. And then that delivery from Shaqiri was perfect. And when it sunk, the goal sunk in, the relief. I can't even explain. I think I've seen so many videos of people, reaction after the goal had come and everything. You see people lose their shit. And then afterwards, people just like, you're just finished. Supporting Liverpool is no joke. And I mean, it was great to see us get over the line. Newcastle did perform well, but I don't agree with everyone says that Liverpool played poorly or Liverpool weren't at it. I think Liverpool became leggy towards the second half of the game, which was inevitable. But I think Liverpool started off very well. I mean, this Newcastle crowd were literally silent. They were, either the Geordies were completely wasted already because it was a late start, but until their first goal, you didn't hear the Geordies at all. Liverpool fans were loud as anything. We had so many chances again. We could have sealed this game up and it shouldn't even got to where it got to. So I don't really see what everyone said about Liverpool's performance being that bad. I think we did okay. And Andy Robertson was still firing up that wing, and he was probably one of our best players on that pitch, and he had a great game in Barcelona, and he did really well. So I think Liverpool did deserve to win, and I don't think they panicked. For the first time, a lot of people were saying that Liverpool, there was a chance where Trent sort of kicked the ball out of the pitch, and people were saying, "Oh, here come the nerves." But I didn't feel that. I think Liverpool, especially with the Bandar VVD at the back, just settling things down, passing it out when he needed to. I just felt that Liverpool's chance was going to come, and this is the mindset that Liverpool fans need to change, because people are saying, "Oh, we're getting nervous now." And I didn't feel that for a second. I thought it was getting tense because of the timing, but I did feel the chance was going to come, and what a relief when it happened. But there's a few points that I want to mention, right? Lovren starting. Why? Why is he starting? Can someone please? Matip and Van Dijk's partnership has been epic, and this is a massive, massive game for the league. So I don't understand why you take him out. And now, what is it proven now that Lovren is the worst defender in our team or not? A lot of people give him praise, but he struggled. He absolutely struggled. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Rondon is a shit player. Rondon's a great player. He does what he does best, and he sticks at it. And his finish was amazing as well, and he did deserve that. But Lovren is way off it, and I just don't get it. In this game, and we conceded 2 goals against Newcastle, I don't know. I just don't see why Lovren was starting. The other one, Rafa Benitez, his so-called help for Liverpool. We was chanting his name louder than the Newcastle fans, and that was no help, Rafa. That was no help at all. I was there, like, Rafa's bleeding red. He's a Liverpool fan, this and that. He did not make that easy. He genuinely wanted to win that game. Genuinely. Like, I thought, like, there's going to be certain players that weren't going to be playing, whatnot, but he genuinely wanted to win that game. So I have to say, okay, business is business, but Rafa, you've absolutely exhausted our team going into the Champions League. You concussed Mo Salah, our top goal scorer and the Premier League top goal scorer. People were saying to me, was Mo Salah concussed? Did you not see the way Mo Salah dropped? He looked like he got punched by Canelo. He did that whole sort of Amir Khan, like, sort of Price sort of thing when he fell down. I knew he was not getting up. He was out for the count. But it was good to see him actually come out at the end of the Newcastle game. So hopefully he could be back for the Champions League, because we need him, because Firmino apparently is ruled out for that game. So hopefully he's back for that. But that was another blow that we had in that fixture. And the other thing was, everyone's talking about is this whole Fabinho dive. Now, in real time, I actually called it. I said that's a foul, because the way he dropped and the way it looked, and the defender for Newcastle was sort of almost niggling away at Fabinho. And not just Fabinho, throughout the whole game. He probably deserved a yellow. I don't know if he got the yellow in the end, but he was niggling away at Salah as well. So the way it looked, I think it was the reason I was given it was because it was consistent over the game. And then it looked like he had sort of a few swipes before he took him down. So hats off for Fabinho to actually It was a dive, but hats off the way he played it out, and he fooled both the linesman and the referee. But what I didn't get on top of that is the Newcastle fans losing their shit on Twitter over and over about this dive. Your season is done. Your season's finished. Finished. So why are you getting so irate about this dive in the goal like it was like you could get into the top four or you're fighting relegation? Your season's done. Let it go. Like, literally, I didn't get the whole consistently going on about this whole, the diving, Liverpool cheats and this kind of stuff. I was just like, listen, it's done. It's finished. The goal came. And the goal itself, when we talk about the goal, Big Shaq. Big Shaq. I'm actually flabbergasted why this guy does not play. What has he done that Klopp does not pick him? I would be so pissed. The way that Klopp turned to him because he needed him. He had nowhere else to go but to bring on Big Shaq, basically. And that's why he brought him on. And his performance was flawless when he came on. He was ratting people. He was running at people. And that delivery. So someone to come in who hasn't played that much football for Liverpool in terms of starting and to deliver a ball like that is unbelievable. And the thing that I loved seeing the most, I think everyone does as well, is when VVD makes a statement, puts his hand up and says, listen, Trent, you move aside, let Big Shaq take this. If that's not a captain's, oh my good Lord. Everyone thinks that we love Van Dijk because of how he's such a great defender. It's not just that. It's what he brings with that, the whole aura about the guy. And people, a normal person would there just get in the box and say, oh, let me try and get something on here. No, he took charge. He said, look, he can actually visualize something in his head that, right, we need to do this. And it paid off. But I mean, full respect to Origi as well. Like, if we do win this league, Origi needs serious praise. I mean, that was, even him, like, he did some stupid things when he came on. Don't get me wrong. Some of the decision-making wasn't that great. But for him to go on and be in the right place at the right time and get another big goal for us, it's almost like what he's earned at 6 points. So yeah, I mean that was fantastic from both those changes to come on and do what they did. So Origi, big shout out, and I think if we do win, you know, I mean, he's going to go down in history for some of the shit that he did. Quick shout about Sturridge. Now his miss was dreadful. Like I said, Liverpool I think should have sealed the game up early doors. It shouldn't even got to where it got to. There was a chance where Salah slipped Mane, he had a one-on-one, he missed, and Sturridge's miss was, everyone knows that was dreadful. It fell on his left foot, and he put it in row Z. Now, before that, it was such a shit miss, and he did tire towards the end, you could see it, he got leggy, which is expected from someone like Sturridge, but I will give him some praise, because some of the goals that were created did come from some of his play. Salah's goal was definitely his little flick, and it was for the first time, I wasn't actually getting pissed off with Sturridge in the first half. And the reason why I say that is because it's almost like a sort of a light bulb moment where he's actually now beginning to pass the ball. His biggest flaw for me is that he holds on for the ball too long because he's slow and he tries to shoot on every occasion. It's almost like now he was thinking, okay, I can actually use my experience here to help these other guys out. And he was doing that in the first half. Some great through balls. And like I said, Salah's goal came from Sturridge. So I want to give him some praise for that. The other thing that really pissed me off is the amount of people that don't... I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want us to win the league, right? But Martin Tyler, when that goal went in, like, his commentary for that goal was like, and Origi. That was his commentary for the goal. This goal could be probably one of the most historic goals in Liverpool's history if we go on to win the league, and that was his commentary for that. And Origi. I've seen that goal in Arabic and Italian. They're going, goal, goal, Allah, Allah. They're doing this, and we've got Martin Tyler going, and Origi. Nah. See what I'm saying? People are just taking the piss. I've seen Andy Gray. He looked like someone had died when he was on whatever channel he's on, BN Sport. And Souness, this guy is the most depressing person. I know he's the guy who ruined Liverpool when we were actually a good team, but after Liverpool won the game and went into the studio, it was like, he was like, well, Liverpool got lucky today. They were basically saying that Liverpool was shit. Is this if we hadn't won? Like I said, I totally disagree, because I think Liverpool could have taken their chances early. We did the same thing again like we did with Barcelona, missing chances that could have changed the game. And it's like, as soon as it's like, you're meant to be Liverpool. You should be buzzing. And I just felt like the guy's, he's either so angry or whatever it is, but he's always uptight about shit. So everyone seems to be against Liverpool. But the other goals, like I said, but VVD got the first goal. Newcastle, I don't know what the fuck they were doing with the marking there. It was shocking. Mo Salah's goal, and obviously the third goal was literally just, it was amazing. What relief, but it's been so hard of a season. And to get to, 94 points now? And this is the best Liverpool team I've ever seen, period. Regardless of what it finishes, like I said, I do believe, I've always believed that it's been written for Liverpool to win this league this year. And even for the whole Newcastle victory now, it even adds to the whole, my belief of it being written for Liverpool. So now, Brendan, please, Brendan, do your thing. You know that Brendan is that tactician. You know he's there in his own house right now with a whiteboard, just drawing shit for no reason because he wants to prove that he's a tactician. And for him, that is his ultimate objective, to outdo Pep. I know it for a fact that that's what he lives off. So if he's the man to do it, he's going to go down in the Liverpool history as well. So I think we'll all be watching that game and hoping for the best. And we see what happens. Keep believing, people. Don't give up. There's one more game left. Obviously, with the Barcelona as well. I should have capped that in one, but I'm really kind of ruling that out. I do see Barcelona scoring, but hopefully we can do some madness there. But without Firmino, I think it's a big problem. And I don't underestimate Wolves as well. That's a massive game, very hard game. They don't make it easy either. But until then, let's get behind Leicester, and when we go on to Wolves and see how we finish. But regardless, enjoy the last game and get behind the team. So until then, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and comment. Peace.